answers would be good.
Oh, what is this? Far like this. I don't feel like that's
Oh, I don't think so.
Let's get down with the trumpets. 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 On to King's Fall.
These are artistic. Come on.
King's Knight to Queen's Bishop third. Bishop to Queen's Bishop fourth. I mustn't be late. King's Knight to King's Knight fourth. Pawn, take note.
Do you want to go here?
Oh, stupid thing.
King's Knight to King's Bishop. Queen to Queen's Bishop third. Queen's Bishop to King's Bishop fourth. King's Bishop takes King's Knight. Queen to King's Bishop seventh.
Oh, apologies. Hello. Can I go yet?
Queen's Knight.
Oh, it's time. Right, out of my way. Mind your business. You see, Ellen, just... Where's my spot? Oh, there he is. Okay. This is W-O-N-D, a lady. Often the head while the hats are respected. Tweedles are dumb and the oysters are lost asleep. Marching the hair while the dormouse is still asleep. D-N-A-M-L-E-D-N-W, stunned at the elements. Speak when you're spoken to. Jammers are rocking, flamingos are flocking through. Turtles are rocking, and rabbits are hopping too. Find out the reason their duchess is seizing. There's kings and there's priests, but they're sneaking as trees. And there's spots on the roses, cats and villain noses. Now eat, drink, grow, shrink, That's a funny game, Uncle. What did you do there?
A red pawn took a white pawn. This way. You see, Alice, the chessboard is divided into 64 squares, red and white. And the white army tries to win, and the red army tries to win. It's like a battle.
We're soldiers.
Yes, and here are the kings and queens they're fighting for. That's the red queen, and here's the white queen.
How funny they look.
Here, you're spoiling the game.
Well, I want to be a queen.
Here you are.
How do you do, Alice?
And now, you are going to move here.
Well, let me move myself.
Once you have travelled all the way along the board and haven't been taken by the enemy, you may be a queen.
But why do people always play with kings and queens? Well, you see, Mother has them in her playing cards too. Look, here's the King of Hearts and here's his wife. She's the Queen of Hearts. Isn't she cross-looking? Like she wants to bite someone's head off. Off with your head! But you're playing against yourself, aren't you, Uncle?
That's one way of keeping in practice, Alice. I have friends in the university who want to beat me.
But if you play against yourself, I should think you'd want to cheat.
Does a nice girl like you cheat when she plays against herself?
No, I never cheat. I'd scold myself. Although I do like to pretend I'm two different people. And sometimes when I'm on my own, I go up to the looking glass and I talk to the other Alice. She's so silly, that Alice. She can't do anything by herself. She just mocks me all the time. When I laugh at her, she laughs at me. When I point my finger at her, she points her finger at me. And when I stick my tongue out at her, she sticks her tongue out at me.
I'll have to write a book about Alice one day. Alice in Wonderland. Child of pure, unclouded brow and dreaming eyes of wonder. Or Alice through the looking glass.
Do you think that there'll ever be a way into the looking glass house, Uncle? You see, there's the room I can see, and it's just like our living room here. Only everything goes the other way. All the books are something like our books too, only they read the wrong way. Will there ever be a way through, Uncle?
Do you think Kitty would find looking glass milk digestible?
I think I'll leave her here. She's been in an awful lot of mischief today. I found her with Sister's knitting and chased her around the garden where she was playing croquet with the neighbours. And I chased after the naughty little thing until I was so tired and out of breath. I was so tired.
Yes. Take enough. You have time before tea.
We're going to have mock turtle soup for supper. I heard Mother tell the cook not to put too much.
Oh, what a funny little rabbit it is, nibbling all the time.
Oh, there she is. Let's call her over. Do you think she'll come? Call softly. Alice! Hush! If she wakes and catches us! Alice, come through into the looking glass house. What's this? Is it possibly something I've missed? What's this? It's impossible that you exist. How strange. So familiar and yet rearranged. Time has come now, little ones, to rest your weary heads. Ignore the queens and dream the dreams you dream when you're in bed. Or come with us, but in reverse, and you will understand that you can choose. It's time to lose yourself in Wonderland. What's this? What's this? Is it possibly something I've missed? What's this? What's this? It's impossible that it's impossible that. How strange. How strange. How strange. Where am I going now? Only I know, and there's no way of knowing how deep I might go. 'Cause there's everything right here I long to see and never dare. wanted to know what the Looking Glass house was like. Perhaps I've lost my way.
Perhaps I've lost my way. I don't know what you mean by your way. All the ways about here belong to me. Can't see why you think it saves time. Right, it's your turn to answer now. Open your mouth a little wider when you speak, and always say, Your Majesty. I dare say you can't even read this book.
Well, it's all in some language that I don't understand. Oh, why, it's a Looking Glass book, of course. And if I hold it up to the mirror, the words will go the right way again. Well, it seems very pretty, but it's quite hard to understand.
Oh, well, I dare say you don't know your geography either. Look at the map.
Oh, it's like a big chessboard. Well, I wouldn't mind being a pawn, although I'd be a red queen at best.
Yes. Well, that's easily managed. Once you reach the 8th square, you shall be a queen. It's a huge game of chess being played all over the world. That square belongs to the mock turtle and the griffin. That square to the hatter, and that square to the queen of hearts. Make no remark.
Well, I didn't know I had to just then.
Well, you should have said, it's extremely kind of you to tell me all of this. But, we'll suppose instead. Come on. Come on, you stupid things. Goodbye. Goodbye.
The Duchess! The Duchess, the Duchess, the Duchess! Won't she be dreadfully savage if I'd kept her waiting?
Well, I've never seen a rabbit in a waistcoat. Oh, and with a pocket watch. Oh, well, if you please.
Ta-ta.
No, bread and butter! Am I addressing the White Queen?
Well, yes, if you call that addressing, it isn't my nation of a thing, not at all.
Well, if your Majesty will tell me the right way to do it, I'll do it as well as I can.
Well, I don't want to know at all. I've been addressing myself for the last 2 hours. That's the effects of living backwards, you see. It always makes one a little dizzy at first.
Living backwards? But I've never heard of such a thing.
But there's one great advantage in it, that one's memory works both ways.
Well, I'm sure my memory only works one way. Well, I can't remember things before they happen.
Oh, it's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards.
Well, what sort of things do you remember best?
Well, the things that happened the week after next, for instance. Now, there's the King's Messenger. He's in prison being punished, and the trial doesn't begin till next Wednesday. And of course, the crime, it comes last of all.
But suppose he never commits the crime.
Well, that would have been better, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, it would be all the better. But it wouldn't be all the better with him being punished.
You're wrong there, at any rate. Were you ever punished?
Well, yes, but only for faults.
And you were all the better for it, I know.
Well, yes, but then I had done the things that I was being punished for. You see, that makes all the difference.
But it would have been better if you hadn't. Better bread and butter, and better still.
Oh, there's a mistake.
Oh, my finger! It's bleeding!
Oh, what is the matter? Have you pricked your finger?
I haven't yet, but I shall soon.
Well, when do you expect to do it?
When I fasten my shawl again, the brooch will come undone directly.
Oh, take care, you're holding it crooked.
That accounts for the bleeding, you see. Now, you understand the way things happen here.
But why don't you scream now?
Well, I've done all the screaming already. What would be the use in having it all over again? No! It's time to go. If you want to stay in the same place, come on!
Oh, no, but sorry. Where is it?
Goodbye!
Oh, Mr. Rabbit, where am I? I want to go home.
Oh, my fair Whiskers. Look at the time. The Duchess will have my head chopped off as your ferrets and ferrets. She'll chop your head off.
Oh, Mr. Rabbit, please, I want to get out. I want to.
Oh, my fair Whiskers. How late is getting?
Oh, Mr. Rabbit, please.
I say. Yeah!
He sobs as if he has a bone in his throat. Or he cries as if his heart would break. What's his sorrow?
It's all his fancy, that. Mark Churchill hasn't got no sorrow. This here young lady, she wants for to know your history, she do.
Sit down, both of you. Don't speak a word till I. Finish.
Well, I don't see how you can ever finish if you don't begin.
Once, I was a real turtle. We went to school in the sea. The master was an old turtle. We used to call him Tortoise.
But why did you call him Tortoise if he wasn't one?
We called him Tortoise because he taught us. Really, you are very dull.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for asking such a simple question! Drive on, old fellow, don't be all day about it.
We went to school in the sea, though you mayn't believe it.
Well, I never said I didn't.
You did.
Hold your tongue! Well,
We had the best of educations. In fact, we went to school every day.
Well, how many hours a day did you do lessons?
10 hours the first, 9 the next, and so on.
What a curious plan.
well, that's the reason they're called lessons. Because they lesson from day to day. But that's enough about lessons. Tell us something about the games now.
When school began, it was 10 until 1. Then lessons lessoned until they were done. When Turtle taught us, he brought us, he saw us, and he'd implore us to learn more as he wore his underwater mortarboards. Francais, we parlay, the scales and music we play. We'd learn to scrabble, the bubbles, and rub our troubles away. Been uglifying and reading and writing, while Griffith's busy up there flying, defying science.
Terrifying eagle-lion
I can see at a glance you've got more questions to ask, and then you won't get a chance to wish for an lobster's dance.
And perhaps we were never even introduced to a lobster.
Oh, well, only at dinner.
Well, I have no idea where Din is. Do you have any idea what a delightful thing a lobster quadrille is?
No. What sort of dance is it?
Would you like to see a little of it?
Would you walk a little faster, said a white into a snail? There's a porpoise close behind us and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They're waiting on the shingle, won't you come and join the dance?
Since they're waiting on the shingle, won't you come and join the dance? Will you?
Won't you?
Will you?
Won't you?
Will you join the dance?
Will you?
Won't you?
Will you?
Won't you? Won't you join the dance? You can really have no notion how delightful it will be when they take us up and throw us with the lobsters out to sea. And the snail flies and give a look askance.
Say thank the whitey kindly, but he would not join the dance.
Say thank the whitey kindly, but he would not join the dance. Would not, would not, would not join the dance.
Would not,
Cannot,
would not,
or they won't let her stay in our square.
The Queen is coming this way.
Ah, not the Queen! No room, no room, no room! No room!
Oh, there's plenty of room.
This tea party is only set up for three. The March Hare, the Dormouse, and the Hatter. Have some wine.
Well, I don't see any wine.
Well, there isn't any.
Well, then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
Well, it wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
Your hair wants cutting. Her hair wants cutting. Wake up, Dormouse. Move round.
Well, you should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Yes, I'm glad you've begun asking riddles. I believe I can answer that one.
So, you mean you think you can find the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Well, then you should say what you mean.
Well, I do. At least, I mean what I say, which is the same thing, you know.
Why, you might as well say I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see.
You might just as well say, I get what I like. It's the same thing as I like what I get.
You might as well say, I breathe when I sleep. It's the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same thing with you. What day of the month is it?
The 18th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter.
But some crumbs must have got in it as well. I told you not to put it in with the bread knife.
No! It was the best butter, you know.
The Dormouse is asleep again. Wake up, Dormouse! Move round!
Of course, I was just going to remark that
Oh. Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
No, right?
Well, I should think you would do something better with your time than wasting it asking riddles that have no answers.
If you knew time as well as I did, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's him.
I don't know what you mean.
We quarreled last March before he went mad. It was a grand concert given by the Queen of Hearts, and well, I had to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Now the time's ticking off, it's always 6 o'clock, and we still lost our heads, but in a different way. It's always twinkle, time and tea, just don't stop, and the riddle's just a little more each day. Alright, yeah, we're doing fine. We're in a cup of full kind of paradise, but if you spare some time, that'll be so nice. Well, then we can leave all the cake and the tea.
It'll be so much room.
I'll be free to do what I like and like what I do. Well, then I'll do it, do it, do it, do it, do it,
What's the matter?
Hey, haven't you heard? I used to twinkle like a bad guy. I was out of this world.
He had a passion for fashion.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He used to make the finest hats the world has ever seen.
Life is fun. It's not on my side. And time has always been a good friend of mine. He turned breakfast at night into dinner time. But his tempo was tested and trusted to turn when the tempo of Twinkle took too long to learn. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. If by chance you drop your hat, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, let's go! Oh, give it back.
So you just keep moving round.
Exactly so.
Suppose we change the subject. I vote the young lady tells us a story.
I don't know one.
Then the Dormouse shall. otherwise you'll fall asleep before it's done.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and they lived in the bottom of a well.
Well, what did they live on?
They lived on treacle.
But why did they live at the bottom of a well?
Have some more tea.
Well, I haven't had any yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Well, nobody asked your opinion.
Look who's making personal remarks now.
Why do they live at the bottom of a well?
It was a treacle well.
There's no such thing.
If you can't be civil, you had better finish the story yourself.
No, I'm sorry. I won't interrupt you again.
And so these 3 little sisters, they were learning to draw, you know.
What did they draw?
Treacle!
But where did they draw the treacle from?
Well, if you could draw water out of a water well, I suppose you could draw treacle out of a treacle well. Stupid!
But they were in the well.
Oh.
Yes, they were. Well in. And so these 3 little sisters, they were learning to draw, and they drew all manner of things. Everything that begins with an M.
Why with an N?
Why not?
Everything that begins with an M, such as mousetrap, and moon, and memory, and muchness. Have you ever seen a drawing of muchness?
Have you?
Really? Now you ask me. I don't.
Then you shouldn't talk!
You are very rude. This is the stupidest tea party I've ever been at in all my life.
No!
Come on, you two! I want to go! People now!
An invitation from the Duchess for the Queen to play croquet.
From the Queen, an invitation for the Duchess to play croquet. Ribbit. Excuse me. There's no sort of use in knocking, and that for 2 reasons. Well, first, because I'm on the same side of the door as you are, and secondly, they're making such a loud noise, no one could possibly hear you.
Oh, but please, how am I to get in?
There might be some sense in your knocking if we had the door between us. For instance, you might be inside and, well, you might knock. Oh, and I can let you out, you know.
Yes, but how am I to get in?
Oh, I to get in. Oh, well, that's the first question, you know.
Oh, I really do hate the way all these creatures argue. It's enough to drive you crazy.
Ugh. I shall sit here on and off for days and days.
Well, what am I to do?
Anything you like.
Where's the servant whose business it is to answer the door?
Oh, which door?
Well, this door, of course.
Well, to answer the door, well, what's he been asking for?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I speak English, doesn't I? Or are you deaf? What did it ask you?
Well, nothing. I've been looking at it.
No, shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. Vexes it, you know. No!
Oh, there's no use talking to you. Everybody. My dinner.
Let you!
Well, it's Pepper. Now the cook puts pepper in a cooking pot, and the peppers got me sneezing. Puffing in, I just can't stop. Got me spluttering and wheezing. I'm alright when it's dinner time. Your season is the reason I'm feeling fine. It's so nice. It's the spice of life. The process of putting the pepper in, putting is painful, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't. It goes in the food and makes it taste good. What if
season, a chew, and 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 a chew!
If everybody minded her own business, the world would go round a deal faster than it does. I've got to go now, play croquet with the Queen, ta-ra. Oh, hello, Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat, could you please tell me which way to go next?
Well, that depends a great deal on where you want to get to.
Well, could you tell me what sort of people live around here?
Ooh, bad people.
Oh, well, I don't want to go amongst mad people.
Well, you can't help that. We're all